You're listening to the Murder Speaks podcast, the show that spills the tea about true crime. Here's your host, Wendy Hinbest.
Hey, welcome back. So today's real crime story is about 68-year-old Rose Coleman from Shreveport, Louisiana. November 10th, 2012, her body was found in an abandoned parking lot. The police knew she was not killed there as there was no blood. However, there was blood and human hair in her hand. Her daughter Tiffany reported her missing. Rose was a retired nurse. The police go and break the news to her daughter Tiffany that her mother is deceased. Suddenly, her daughter receives a call from her mother's phone that her mother's dead. So she decides to answer the phone, and it's a young male's voice. He tells her that he found the phone. So she tells him that all she wants is her mother's purse. So she tells the guy to meet her to get her mother's purse. The police go to meet the guys instead, and they tell the police that they just found the purse and called the last number on the phone. Her daughter tells police that she went to casino the night before with her friend. So the police want to speak with her mother's friend, who was the last one to see Rose alive. She tells police that Rose left her at the casino to go to another casino. So the police wanted the surveillance video of the casino parking lot. So the police watches the surveillance footage and sees Rose going to her car. He also sees somebody running towards her. It was a female with long brown hair. She cut Rose's throat with a box cutter and put her in the back of her car and drove off. Rose was kidnapped. The police reported her car stolen. They eventually found her vehicle abandoned on the side of the road, and there was blood at the back of the car. The police talked to a girl who was carjacked by the suspect. The suspect also carjacked an older couple, and she pulled a knife on the store clerk. She was on a carjacking spree. The police chased her, and she tried to kill one of them. So the police decided to lay out spike strips on the road to put a stop to her. She stopped and the police brought her into custody. She had substance abuse. The suspect's name is Stacy Blount. She tells police she met a friend at the casino and she needed a vehicle to buy drugs.
Okay, when you came to Shreveport, what happened? Tell me, just take your time and just explain it all to me.
I had my cell phone and I called somebody I knew and got high. I knew in my mind I needed a vehicle, so I had a box cutter.
She tried to put Rose in the back of her trunk, but she wouldn't go, so she pushed her in the back of the car. And that's when she cut her throat with the box cutter.
Do you remember the exact conversation that you had with her? What did you say when you approached her?
My very first things I said to her was, "Ma'am, I just need your car." And asked her to pop the trunk.
And what was her response?
Nothing, she just kind of looked at me in shock.
Rose begged for her life, but she didn't care. She was on drugs and didn't care.
I knew in my mind I needed a vehicle, so I had a box cutter. I remember telling her just get in the trunk, that I wasn't going to hurt her. Because I'm not a violent person, never have been.
She threw her body and purse out of the car and drove until she ran out of gas.
She was gargling blood. I turned my radio up.
Okay, you turned the radio up on the car?
I was really high, but I remember everything.
Do you remember everything?
I may not understand why I do things. I think you're Superman. I mean, just nothing, anything you do, nothing hurts, nothing. She was out. And of course I really panicked then, so I took off. This person never did anything like that, even on my use of methamphetamines.
Yeah, because you seem pretty calm now, so I guess it was just out of character for you.
No, I don't have an answer.
Stacy Blount was charged with second-degree murder with no possibility of parole. But eventually, she was charged with first-degree murder. Okay, thank you so much for listening. If you like it, please share it. Sharing is caring. And if you are a true crime addict like me, check out my store, crystalkiss.com. That's Crystal with a K. crystalkiss.com for some murder merch. I sell t-shirts, hoodies, and leggings. Use code MURDER15, that's MURDER15, to save 15% on your entire order. So check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Bye.